Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody else in between, it is now time to reveal my new God Squad, and I have spent so much money. So if you could do me one big favor, please like the video. Let's aim for 69 likes. I know you guys can do it, and obviously let me know down below in the comments what your team is looking like. I'll be replying either a W or an L depending how that team is. Now when it comes to my God Squad, obviously I do want to show you guys the players that I do have, but on top of that I do want to show you how much I have spent to get these players. And if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get right into it. So the first player, obviously being my most expensive player, is of course going to be my boy Kevin Durant. This man literally cost me about $700. Yes, $700 for a single card. Now he's one of the best players that I have ever used every single year in my team. Whether it was worth it or not, obviously not. 700 is ridiculous, but I did get him, of course, and he's my most expensive player. Now I do also have 22 million MT. So also let me know which players you guys want me to get. Now when it comes to the next one, obviously that is going to be my boy Yao Ming. Hey, my starting center, obviously. I have been badging out Yao Ming and of course KD, mainly because KD also 6'10" at the shooting guard position. So these two are like my go-to guys, right? It's like I'm ISOing with KD, I'm going down low with Yao Ming, and Yao Ming actually cost me $100, okay? Now I did spend some money, obviously, you know, trying to get these players, but when it comes to like how I got it, $100, because I opened a box to get Yao Ming, which actually my boys, the members, they actually made that one possible. So that's already $800 when it comes to those two players. A big shout out to my members, like I said. Now next up, we do have ourselves another very expensive player, and that's going to be my boy Blake Griffin up in here. Oh my goodness, this man cost me about $500, bro. 500. So you can see these are some of the most expensive cards in the game. I basically spent a lot of money, like I said, and I would definitely advise you guys to not do that. I do it because of videos. And so Blake Griffin, also keep in mind that I did do gameplays on all these players individually. I mainly play Park, but in this video we're actually gonna be playing Showdown, and so I'm gonna show you guys all that obviously too. But when it comes to Blake, you know, he is my small forward. Now when it comes to my power forward, we actually do have my boy Tim Duncan up in here. He's my starting four. Now when it comes to him, I think I spent about like $50 to get him when it comes to obviously the Pro Pass one, because you do need the Pro Pass to get this one. You know, the other one you can still get, obviously. So Tim Duncan being my starter, you know, starting power forward, the greatest power forward of all time in my opinion. Now when it comes to the point guard position, this is where it gets really tricky, because I have a lot of players. I got Luka Doncic, I got Penny Hardaway, SGA, Devin Booker, and Steph Curry. All of these are 100 overall players, and so they all have 99 stats, the best animations. Now it's gonna come down to size, of course. I did do some gameplays with some of these as well, like Curry and stuff like that, but we have to make a choice for the new God Squad, and it's actually between a couple of players that I've been playing with, you know, back and forth, and I think I finally settled on my starting point guard, and that's gonna be the one and only, you already know, my boy SGA. You already know, bro. He's my starting point guard, 6'6". We have size on this team. He cost me $100, and so the total so far is already way too much. Let me know how much money you have spent, and bam, look at the starting lineup, and it's only gonna get better, trust me. So SGA right here, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, Tim Duncan, and of course Yao Ming, and you know, basically one of the best starting fives you can build right now. And again, we have all that MT, even though I basically do play Park, but I'm gonna start playing a lot of Showdown, especially since I know you guys want to see that. Now it comes to the bench, right? So we're already at way too much money spent. Now when it comes to the backup center, actually let's go backup point guard, because my backup point guard is actually going to be Penny Hardaway. My boy Big Penny. Cost me a pretty penny to get him, 6'7", $100 to be exact, and so that's gonna get added to the total. So Penny Hardaway, again, we have the size when it comes to the point guards. Shea, Penny, some of the best players in the game. Now when it comes to the backup to Kevin Durant, I had to like think about it for a long time, and I say that only because actually there's only one person, Vince Carter. Half and half amazing. You know I have to add him. Now when it comes to Vince, bro, I literally spent I think about $500 to get him, because these festival players have been some of the most expensive cards that 2K has ever added, and so that's gonna be another $500 added. And so Vince Carter is gonna be backing up KD. I have a couple of players in mind that I might replace, you know, Vince with, but that's gonna be, you know, later. Now when it comes to the next player, this might be a surprise to some of you guys, but I do need a backup small forward, and I'm actually gonna go, you know, I do have LeBron James, which I was kind of thinking about doing him, you know, pause. Same with like Dr. J, he's been good all year, and you know, Ingram, stuff like that. But I have to go with my boy. Where is he? Right here. Tim Thomas. Holographic, by the way. He's a hollow 6'10". That's literally all you need when it comes to 2K at this point, is that size, that length, and he literally brings all of that. So if you need a small forward, he's a really good card. Now when it comes to him, he did, you know, he was basically $100 as well from a box. So another $100, it's getting very expensive. And speaking of another big and long player, my power forward is actually going to be, I don't think you're ready for this one, I'm gonna go with Dikembe. Hey, I recently got him. Also $100 added to the total. So Dikembe right here, 7'2". I mean, you can't really ask for more when it comes to a power forward. He can shoot, play defense, and he's a big boy. So 7'2", he's gonna be the backup to Tim Duncan. So I do already love what I'm seeing right here. Now also, when it comes to the center position, we need somebody big that can obviously, you know, match Yao Ming's basically size. And I do have a couple players for that. You know, when it comes to the center position, listen, I got Shaq. He was also a festival player. I do, of course, have, you know, Zach Edey, also very expensive, by the way, super expensive. And then also Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So when it comes to Kareem, you know, he's great. A lot of centers at this point, you know, not as many as like shooting guards and point guards, like we have a lot of those. But I have to make a choice, actually. And I've been kind of going back and forth with a couple players. And I think I gotta go with my boy, you already know, Zach Edey. Hey, the 7'5" demigod. The best backup to Yao Ming. Now, he cost me about $300, maybe a little bit more. Obviously, I wasn't keeping track of, like, every little pack I opened, because with the festival players, you know, you gotta open packs, singles with MTVC and stuff like that. So about like $300, and so that's gonna be my backup center. And the 10-man rotation is looking good, right? However, though, it's gonna get even bigger and better, because when it comes to, obviously, the bench, you know, I wish every single year that I build God Squads, I always add my boy Kobe Bryant. But unfortunately, we do not have Kobe this year, which is really upsetting, because, like, we need Kobe in my team. So 2K, find a way to bring him back. But I'm actually going to bring in someone that has been, you know, dominant all year, and that's going to be, you know who I'm talking about, baby. You know, it's going to be Wemby. You got to bring in Wemby, okay? 7'4". I know he has the Invincible, and I'm currently trying to get him, but, like, there's not that many in the auction house. I checked earlier, there's none, so we're going to eventually, you know, check that out as well. And we do have over 20 million, so we're looking good in that department. But Wemby, obviously, he is my, you know, backup center. Sometimes, you know, I have him over Edey, just depends how I'm feeling. Now, with him, I got him from, I think, in an All-Star box, and that cost me $100. Yes, $100. And so another 100, yeah, you can see. Not worth it, by the way. Do not spend this kind of money. I do it for videos, obviously. Now, I do also have to bring in some more size. I really want to bring in Dr. J just because, and same with LeBron. Like, it's just that there's only room for 13 players, right? And so I think I'm going to bring in, I think I'm going to bring in Bobo. I'm going to bring in Bobo up in here, bro. 7'3", the size is crazy on this team. He also cost me $100. Yes, 100. Super expensive, like I said. Got him from a box. I think he was one of my toppers, and so that's good. Now, when it comes to the 13th man, this is where it gets crazy, because you guys can see all the players that I have, okay? I got Dark Matters. I got 100 overall players. I got Opals. I basically got all these cards that you see. And so when it comes to the 13th man, again, I usually just add Kobe Bryant no matter what card he has, but this year I can't do that. So I think, you know, the second best thing that I can add is a Laker player. So I'm stuck between LeBron James, Shaq, and of course, Luka Magic. And I think for this team in this video, I'm going to bring in the one and only, you already know, Luka Magic, the new Laker. That's still so crazy to say, bro. Oh my goodness. He also cost me $100 from a box, because boxes are like $100. And are you ready? Bang! And you guys gotta rate it for me, bro. What do you think about the God Squad? Oh my goodness. Now again, I did spend about $3,000 to get this team. You know, we're gonna round it up, but then also like $5,000 based on the other players, you know, that I had to get. And on top of that, don't forget that I did also spend money trying to get these cards initially when they first came out, and so that's also gonna be even more money added. And so when it comes to that, it is gonna be looking at about like almost $10,000 for the whole year. I know it's crazy, it's a lot of money, But listen, I do content, I do TikToks, you know, shorts, my team stuff, obviously on this channel and stuff like that. So it's a little different versus like your average person spending that kind of money, and there's a lot of people that spend that kind of money, if not more, and they don't make videos. And so this is really just an investment for me because it is, you know, quote unquote the job, the job. And so I do obviously get paid through YouTube for making videos and stuff like that, you know, YouTube, you know, with the ad revenue and stuff like that. So full transparency when it comes to that. So I have spent about like $10,000 this whole year, which is crazy. Do not spend that kind of money. And I know you want to see me play with this team, and so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now I do want to let you guys know that obviously if you watch all my videos, you know that I mainly play Park. I have played hundreds of games in Park, and so that's like the game mode that I like playing because I play with you guys, I play with my friends, and that's just what I have fun, you know, doing in 2K. But for this video, we're going to go into Showdown because I can't bring all 13 players into Park. I wish I could, that'd be crazy. And so just keep that in mind, okay? I am gonna get to tier 1, okay? That is gonna be one of the plans that I do with this new God Squad, even though I'm still upgrading it because we got 22 million MT. And right now we already found an opponent, and does that man say Titty Tickler 69? What? And I swear I cannot stop looking at his name, but it's okay though. Penny Hardaway though, big fella. Hey, forget your titty. We got the penny. Now, like I said, I definitely have to start playing Showdown again. Oh, that's a cookie. Thank you. I've been playing way too much Park. I just prefer Park over this just because it's faster games. And all the way, that's a foul. You know, I didn't even know that he passed away until I pulled him. You know, the chats actually let me know. And so rest in peace to the legend, man. I remember when he played against my Lakers. That's a cookie. Thank you. Speaking of the cookie monster, we snatching them cookies. Now, the good thing about having a Yao Ming card is that I can do this. Watch. Look at the big fella. Hey, get off me! 7 foot Debbie. Oh, that's a... How is that not a steal? Hey, look at it. Whoa, I can play defense with anybody, bro. I play on ball. That's the one difference between me and, like, other people is that I actually play on ball defense. If you guys see me in Park, you know I play on ball. No off balling up in here. Look at this lockdown. Oh, he got me. He did not get me. Oh, you thought he did though. Oh, that's a foul. And you'll never guess who I picked. See, I picked SGA. Look at the free throw merchants. Which, by the way, when are we gonna find out who the MVP is? Oh, look at this mismatch. Yeah. You better come help. You want an off ball? Yeah, come help me. Come help. Come help. Help on! Blake Griffin showing them the muscles. Oh my goodness. Now, this is my first free throw with Blake. Oh my! That was crazy. But my boy Yao Ming wide open. Let me get a Casper. Casper the ghost open here. My goodness. Oh, he got me right there. I'm there though. SJ, put your hands up. Okay. I just got like a ghost, you know, like contest. But KD though, he's too small, baby. I'm popping out green. KD 6'10". That's a cookie, bro. They gotta give me more cookies up in here. I literally have the cookie monster. You know, we out here though. Hey, that's a block. How the heck did that go in? And speaking of Park, I'm doing the disrespect. Oh, dude, this ain't Park. I gotta chill, bro. I feel like that should have went in, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a cookie though. Oh, we doing it again. SGA all the way. He can't guard you, baby. Throw it. Ah! Bruh, I gotta chill though. You know, I do replay like I'm in Park, but SGA, bang! That boy don't miss, and if he does, I'll be sent to the free throw line. I'm gonna read that. Oh, I actually read that. Oh my god, KD. Oh my god, we got a couple seconds. KD from way downtown. Oh, I would have made that in Park. But you guys gotta tell me though, who do I add to the new God Squad? Because remember, we still got over 20 million MT. So I'm gonna be reading all the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out the previous gameplay, check out the pack opening. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.